Whew. Good morning, heroes. And hey, look, I'm not a giant floaty head today. Welcome back. So I figured out where we're gonna go, at least for to try to level up a little bit more. Um, there's one place that we kind of never went to. And I was thinking about this last night when I was helping my friend Devin with his paladin. Is there's one starting zone we didn't go to. And I try to avoid this starting zone like it has the plague because it's typically the slowest leveling area because of how spread out everything is. And that's in Mulgore. But I'm hoping that we can get at least a level, maybe, out of all the quests there in Mulgore's second little town. So that's where we're flying to right now, is going to be Thunder Bluff. And then we're going to go down until we get to the bottom part of the deal, just to kind of show you here. We want to go, like, I ran out here and I was helping him do quests, but we didn't do any, like, I didn't pick up any quests. I didn't do anything. I just helped murderize things that were out here. So we're going to come out here and we're going to pick up all the quests here in Bloodhoof Village and then just start trying to do them all. We still will try to collect some dungeons today. I need to double check and see if the dailies have rotated so that we can get our new dungeon dailies. So that we have chances to get more gear. Because we have, like, how many of these right now? Oh, it doesn't even tell me. We have a ton of these, like a ton. So I want to say we're in the neighborhood of, like, I don't know, 20 probably. Maybe, I don't know. Once we land, we're also going to go ahead and initiate what's it called? Why is my brain not working? Brain, cooperate with me. High risk. There we go. So that we have a chance at getting Zul'Gurub loot. So. Hold on one second. My phone is exploding. Just trying to make sure it's nothing work related. Don't open the cache yet till you hit the max level so you get Z. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I've saved all of them. I have like 20 of these. And so we're waiting until we hit 60. And then we'll open them all. So that we can get that Zul'Gurub gear. But, yep, Mulgore is the last starting zone we haven't done. We've completed a ton of stuff. I hate when it does that. We've completed a ton of stuff. I mean, we completed all of the starting zone for us. We completed all of Duratar. We've completed all of Stone Talon. We've completed almost all of what is this? Ashenvale. Problem is a lot of these quests are so spread out that we spend more time running than we do collecting or getting rewards for it. I may go up here and start doing quests, but this is a PvP zone, so you gotta be careful there. Fellwood, we've done a ton of quests here, but again, we were running into the problem where, like, the quests down here require you to go way up here, and then the quests here require you to... Oh my gosh, stop it. The quests that we were picking up here were requiring you to run down here and up here, and it was just like, there was no, like, close quests here. We have completed all of Thousand Needles. We have not even started this, just because, again, this one is one of those where it's like bunch of dungeon quests and then just everything spread out in this area, and it's not consolidated very well. Ungoro we haven't gone to, or we have gone to it, but we haven't tried to do any of the quests here, just because there was no inn for us to sit at when we went there. Fairless completed a ton of this. Aside from group and dungeon quests here. And then that's not even counting the other continent. We've completed a ton of stuff. Boink. Okay. Let me see if we get... Nope. No new dungeon quests today, so that's fine. Click here. Rule set. Select. Yes. And then I want to go... Let's see. Elevators should be over here. We all saw that, right? Look, there's actually 2 elevators. Is the other one doing it too? See, watch. There'll actually be 2 elevators going up. Okay. Huh. That's weird. It got duplicated somehow. Alright. But let's queue for dungeons. The other neat thing is with doing the high risk, we have a chance to just find Zul'Gurub items in the world. Now, that being said, what it means by that is there will be certain caches that you can find throughout the world that will give you that. And we're not really trying to hunt that kind of stuff down. But you do have access to picking up like PvP-esque style stuff in order to get it. So get a group, go to Blasted Lands, farm elites and high risk, and they drop minimum eye level gear 66. If I had a group that I could do it with, absolutely. But unfortunately, I do not. I've pretty much soloed this, aside from dungeons, and a few times where the creature we were trying to kill required a whole bunch of, or like everybody was there trying to do it. We didn't really group up with a lot of people in this, so. There we go. Quests are starting to spawn for us. Yeah, I would love to have a group get together and do all that, especially with people that watch the stream and sub to the channel. Would be nice. Right, so we're just gonna pick up everything. And then we will move on, start doing all the quests that we can. The thing is there's like a ton of quests, but there's also like, there's also a high probability that these aren't really going to help. Like I was doing some dungeons with Devin, or some quests with Devin on this guy out in Brill, and we were getting about 9% of our bar every time we turned in a quest. But as you can see, there's stuff everywhere. There should be a dude that walks along this road. He may not be able to give us a quest yet. Oh well. Alright, let's just start taking stuff out. That way we can just start completing quests. Oh, I forgot to empty our bags too. Whoops. Yeah, we can do that here shortly. Okay. Oh man, they're already like... Great. Yeah, they're like halfway through this dungeon. That's fun. At least we can catch up pretty quick. Okay. There we go. Look at that, Tank. You and I. Top of the food chain. The neat thing about this build is just the fact that when we use our trap, it has a chance of just doing nothing but crit damage, which is awesome. Okay, there we go. We'll pop the snakes for this one. There we go. Shatter's a good spell in D&D. Just saying. This is a mage scroll. Increases critical strike chance with all your spells against frozen targets by 50%. Worth picking up for whenever we make our mage. I don't know if we'll level it as a frost mage, a fire mage, or arcane when we get the ability to do that. Really? It's fun to see him as a orc mage, because usually you would play like a blood elf or a troll as a mage. So it's fun to see that. Alright, so we can now dip out of this. Leave party. Oh, hey, thanks. Don't we have the quest for this? I guess not. Alright. Thought we did. Okay. We ended up picking up Shatter. Let's go empty out our bags real quick, just because I don't want to sit here and look at a full bag of stuff. Click you. Open my bag. Click this. I completed that, right? Hello? Did I run off too fast? Dang it. I'll have to do it again. I guess I ran away from him too fast.
I've been expecting.
Browse your goods. Alright, that's now collected, so I don't need it. Don't need this. And that's collected, don't need you either. There we go. And then, like, this is what I was saying, is I have a ton of those, like, I have a ton of these. Right, so we were at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, so we're at 20 total right now. Let's see. You are crit, but I would lose 30 power. I'd also lose a ton of armor. That's sellable. We were holding on to these because if we can get the other pieces of the set until we can get the really good crafted set that we want.
Be careful.
And then for the crafted set, we don't even really need that much. It's literally just, what you call it? Why is my brain not working? It's only 3 pieces. It's a crafted set that we need. I just need to figure out where to get the crafted set for it. Okay, yeah, we don't need to... Don't need to do any skinning out here. They don't give us anything worth it. Oh, there's a habit. But yeah, I could have sworn we had a quest to do the well, but we may not have that quest since we can't do the actual starting area quest. Okay, 2 more of those. I just realized we're not in, there we go. And we got another one for Feed Kyle. We'll go ahead and just complete whatever quests we can, and then we're going to go just turn them in all at the same time. I wonder if I should move this down here into this little empty slot. One more. Okay, wolves are done. Somebody came through here and just annihilated all these guys. All good though. There we go. Don't need the wolves. Well, this side hasn't been obliterated. Okay, so we still need Planestrider Talons. We need the kitty cat. We need a ton of these guys. Let's track humanoids, I believe. Yeah, these guys are humanoids. So we can do extra damage to them. Okay. Eat up. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I have to say, I like the fact that if I'm running low on mana, it's not, oh my god, I hope the tank doesn't pull. It's, I can sacrifice a little bit of my DPS to get my mana back. and it's really based on how hard you hit. The harder you hit, the faster your mana comes back. So, like, if you're getting a lot of crits, you're going to get your mana back very quickly. And so you're not really sacrificing that much mana. So that's one of the... Or, DPS, rather. So that's kind of like one of the reasons why I really want to get our crit up to about that 20 to 25% mark. Because that really allows for us to get mana back super fast when we need to. See a bird. One of these guys. That makes the kitty cats for the femur. Run over here, take out one of the kitty cats. There's the femur that I needed, so that quest is now done. So we still need the swoops for their tails. And then these guys are starting to spawn back, so that's good. Thanks, dude. They really need to fix random dungeon finder. Getting the same 2 dungeons every 5 seconds really is irritating. Like, super frustrating. Okay. And like, yeah, this one is the smaller of them. The other annoying part is the fact that the reason why we're getting this one is it's rated as one of the entry-level dungeons. And so, if you are less than, like, level 40, you won't get any of the other dungeons. By the way, there is a really good Hunter's, Mystic Enchant right there. That's the, it's for the Marksman Hunter. I want to say it's MM, or not MM, it's, Power Through, I believe. So if you're trying to make a MM Hunter and you need Power Through, it's right there. His shoulder blades are weird. We got a mage in here, 3 paladins, and a mage. And us. Alright, here we go. They like getting a little low on mana, so I switch over, I'm going to take a little bit of a hit on DPS, but that these guys are going to notice much. And there, now I've got plenty of mana again. You don't have to do it until you're completely topped up. Like, don't worry about that. All right, we already know that, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass on it. They can get it. But yeah, you don't have to sit here and be like, oh my god, I'm almost out of mana. Let me, sacrifice my DPS to get all of my mana. No, get above 50% and go from there. You drop down to about 20 or 30% again. Do it again. Above 50%. All good. Mage, when there's 2 targets left, using Blizzard is pointless. You actually lose DPS doing that, my guy. I think he was high enough to have, unless that's the enemies throwing that, maybe? I'm at about like 20% mana, so I'm gonna sit here and take some mana back. I'm above 50, which is about 65, 70. So then I just switch back to doing DPS. Takes just a couple seconds, if that. And again, it's based on when you do crit damage. So as long as you're doing crit damage, you're able to really get that mana back up very quickly, and you don't have to worry about sacrificing DPS. Like, I know I was doing a stream the other day, and there was a guy that jumped in. He's also a hunter, and he's like, yeah, the biggest problem is the fact that we run out of mana for things. I was like, I don't run out of it. Unless I'm not paying attention to my mana. My biggest complaint is for the long-range hunters is that you run out of ammo if you're, out doing things and you're like, oh, I'm going to go do a bunch of dungeon runs, or I'm getting ready to do a raid, and you forget to check your ammo, you're going to run out, and then you're toast, man. You can't do anything. I think that's a bigger fall in DPS than happening to switch to aspect of the Viper for half a second. Survival is much better than marksman, in my opinion. Oh, as of right now, absolutely. The problem with marksman is that for boss fights, they probably are going to do some serious numbers. But for trash pulls, as of right now, if we were evenly geared, same level, in most cases, like 99% of the cases, I'm going to out DPS an MM simply because I have the ability to dish out more damage faster than they can. Because the biggest hit that you have as an MM is your power shot. And Power Shot, don't get me wrong, is a fantastic tool. We used it at the beginning. It was great and awesome. But if you don't set it up right, you lose a lot of damage. So, like, for example, if I was to use Power Shot on this group here, if I target that dude right there, I'm going to miss these two guys if he's closer to me. But if I target that guy right there, and I get my Hunter's Mark on it, I'm going to hit these two guys, and I'm going to hit that dude right there. And that dude's going to take more damage if he's above 75% health, the way we had built it. But that's the problem. As soon as they go below 75% health, I'm losing damage again. Like, the only issue I have with survival right now, at least going melee survival, is the fact that, when a boss has, like, this next boss has that whirlwind effect, I can't stand next to him because I'll die. But I can throw this, and I can throw that, and then I can switch over, and then I can do all this really cool stuff. And then I'm just gonna absolutely waylay on this dude. And if the tank is really cool, he'll be able to keep him from doing his whirlwind. And just like that. Bam. Now, it's not honestly a fair comparison because these guys are all in their 20s. With the exception of the healer who's in his upper 30s. But, I mean, that was a ton of damage we just did to that boss. So, boom, boom. Eventually, I'll make a marksman build, and I'll make a beastmaster build, and all that fun stuff. But for the time being, like, I'm having an absolute blast playing survival. Ooh. We lose some health on the front bar. But it says we're going to gain hit, attack power. Let's find out if that's true. So we're at 813. We actually lost power. We went to 805. See what happens if we swap that. That's 806. So no. We're going to go back to the way it was. 813. Our hit rating is fine. We're almost at that 4% anyway. Like, even if I swap this, so 36, that gets us to 4%. I just don't like the fact that we lost some attack power. And it's because we lost agility. Oh, no, we didn't lose any agility. We lost health. And that's 12 attack power. This has 12 hit. That's why we're losing attack power. That's fine, then. And we're 14% crit? Yeah. We lose 3% crit. Our hit rate goes up a little bit, though. So, 39 to 45. That puts us in almost the 5% category there. Ugh. But we go back down to 13%. No, thank you. I'd rather keep the 14%. We're still over 4 there. Yeah, that's good there. Yeah. All right. And then let's queue for another dungeon. Can you show the talents? Yeah. Give me half a second here. So, here's the talents that we're running right now. We're putting 2 more points into here so that we can get Explosive Shot, which will get us to level 60. But this is what I'm running here. And then for Mystic Enchants, The only thing that's going to get, or these two are going to get replaced when we hit 60, because we're going to grab explosive charge, so that our explosive shot deals 25% of its damage split to other enemies within 5 yards. It gives explosive damage an AoE. It's a really good way to go with a legendary. The other one that you could do is, if you're okay with it, you could go survival mastery. The crit strike damage and crit strike chance of explosive shot and explosive trap is increased by 6%, which is still great. Don't get me wrong, but I think this one will be better. I'm gonna play around with both of these. I could go ahead and swap this one and this one, which we may do when we get back to town, just because. And then the other one we need is charged up. Transforms explosive shot into explosive shot charged up, which makes it a melee. This ability scales off your explosive shot modifiers. You fire an explosive charge into an enemy target, dealing 234 to 262 fire damage. The charge will blast the target every second for an additional 2 seconds. While active on the target, it makes your attacks bypass 25% of the armor. So, nice. Good job, guy. Love it. Love to hear it. But those are the two that we are waiting on. Like I said, we may play around with survival mastery until we can get the other one. But we need to go back this way, and we still need these dang swoops because we got to have 7 more of those. But that is what we are looking on. I see a guy over there. It's a rogue. I think I was about to say, I thought I just watched him, like, whiff his attacks over there. Go ahead, bro. You can take the camera. Now, the reason why I like having, we don't need any poachers. The reason why I like having glades this early on, though, is it does give us a ability that does not require... I'm not in combat. They are in combat. They... Can I do this? No. Like, how... It should be a decent dungeon, because the lowest one in here is the mage at 38, it looks like. 35. Otherwise, we've got a level 50, 43, a 60 Shami, and then me. I'm gonna be honest, the most fun class for me right now is this, this hunter. Once you hit 60, got you with runs. Me is druid, heals, pally tank, and a mage DPS, so room for 2 more. Sounds great, man. I appreciate that, guy. Bruh, are you serious? I'm about to leave this group because we can't get into the dungeon. And now we're gonna take a 30-minute hit because I can't get in the dungeon because they won't stop long enough for me to get in. Punks. Oh well. Let's do some quests. Huh. But I'll be perfectly honest with you, Cole. The most fun class you can play is the one that you have fun playing. If I told you that Paladin was the most fun, but you didn't like Paladins, then you wouldn't agree that Paladins are the most fun class to play. I'm having a blast playing the Survival class. But I'm also that kind of person that I really like getting into, like, deep diving into a class. So, like, when we get this guy to 60, one day a week, we're going to also start working on a Shami. Because I want to build a tank shaman. And I know at some point I'm going to start having a lot of fun with the tank shaman. So, just play what you like and don't worry about what other people say. If you start playing a class and you go, man, I'm not having fun playing this class, it feels like a slog, or it just doesn't feel good. Wow. I mean, we started as a warlock when the server went live. And on day 2, we swapped to a druid. And then we didn't like how the druid was feeling once it got up to about level 30, which was like day 4 or 5. And so we switched to the hunter. Okay, that's all of those. What am I missing? Or am I done with that quest? I'm done with that quest. So we need birds and plain striders. Birds and plain striders. Okay, we are now done with the plain striders. We just need birds. Birds. How'd that stupid song go? Bird is the word. Is that, yeah. I will say one thing that I really appreciate about the team that's doing Ascension is the fact that they have done so well in making sure that stuff is staying fresh and unique to where it doesn't feel like a slog trying to get through this stuff. We're just looking for birds. The flying kind, not the ostrich kind. Because, like, look at this. Like, this is a completely new thing. That was not there. They added that. It makes it feel almost like a new game. Is it hardcore now? What do you mean? I mean, I'm not playing on hardcore. Mystic enchants? Yeah, absolutely. So the mystic enchants that we are currently running are going to be Explosive Trap, Glyph of the Beast, Focused Fire, Careful Aim, and then we are running Black Widow Strike, Quick Fire Tactics, and Flanking Strike. Those are the ones that are most accurate right now. We have Glaive Toss for right now, but honestly, it's going to get removed here shortly. And then we also have Deadly Bite, which is also going to get removed here shortly. Deadly Bite is a great one to pair, though, with Flanking Strike early on. So just bear that in mind. But those are going to be my Mystic Enchants. Ooh, a cave. I did not know that. Okay. We need 3 more swoops. I'll bet you there's something back there we could grab. Game, just out of curiosity, I don't understand. Which region are you playing in now? I am in Mulgore because it's the only area that I have not done quests in. That isn't PvP zones. So I figure we'll just come here, try to do some dungeons, do some quests, and see how close to 60 we can get before I have to get off and head to work. As long as I didn't screw up and misread my time sheet. But I feel like my team... Goodness, don't die. I feel like my team is closing today and tomorrow, and then we mid on Thursday, and then open Friday, Saturday, if memory serves me correctly. Because we're off Sunday, Mondays. I don't have a quest tree, you stupid fire elemental. Alright, are we done with the birds? We are done with the birds. So, what quests do we have left? That's for feeding Kyle, so that one doesn't matter. We've got the Wind Furies we can go do, the Dwarven Diggings. We're already on this side, so let's just go do the Dwarf Digging ones. And then we've got Wind Fury Harpies up here that we can do as well. So, we'll just bop, and then we'll go back to town and turn all that in. And we'll pick this up. Too bad these don't scale. I mean, you can get them to scale. Like, we could go back to a major city and get it to boost to 60 by spending our points, but how many do I have? 3? Let's actually heal up before we go try and fight more. I just want to turn in a whole ton of quests. There's 4. We need 1 more, so we're just gonna... Okay, that was not what I wanted. Yeah, keep them busy, dude. Ah, no, stop. Come on, hit that one, thank you. And then... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Dang it. Downside to being a hunter. If something dies and you accidentally target it. Alright, there we go. That quest is done. Let's go do the harpies just on the other side of the hill, and then we can go turn everything in. Really? You followed me from way over there, dude? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, did I hit too hard, Harpy? Was it too hard for you? There we go. Yeah, when we get one of those crits off, man, it's over for them. We just need 2 more, and we're good to go. Seven and 8, there we go. Bam, 8 of 8, that's not done. Let's go turn all this in. Because the only other quest we have is the Flatland Prowlers way up here. I mean, we're already halfway. It might as well. Might as well just run up here, do the Flatland Prowlers, because that doesn't take long. It just needs 4 of those. And then that way we can turn in literally all the quests at the same time. Which is awesome. Do, do. that was not one that we needed. I just saw a cat and I was like, it will die. We still got a little ways to go to get to it. And then it's just a quick little jaunt back to town, turn all those in. There were a couple quests I think we passed that we didn't pick up, but that's fine. We can pick up the remaining when we get back to town. Alright, so now this is where the cougars should be. Yep, here's one. Also, in case you don't know, Aspect of the Viper is based also, like the passive mana regen, is based on your weapon's attack speed. I believe it's specifically ranged. There we go. Requires a ranged weapon. Yeah. Yeah, so mana gained is based on the speed of your ranged weapon. So the faster your ranged weapon can attack, the faster you get mana back. Passively. There's 2 of them. Okay, let's go. There's another one that I want. Come on. I really like that in Classic you have both melee and ranged on Hunter. Yeah. It's really nice that they did that because honestly, in retail, the only way to be a good hunter is to be a ranged hunter. Which is kind of a bummer because it really limits. The reason why I stopped playing retail is the fact that you are very limited in what you can do if you want to be effective. It's not like it used to be where it was more skill-based and knowing your numbers and all that fun stuff. Alright, so we are completely done with all the quests that we have. Let's go roll back to town, turn those in. But, like, you used to be able to be, you know, if you knew your numbers, you knew what your rotation was, you would do phenomenal. It didn't matter what your race was or what points you put in a build. It was play how you want to play, but know your numbers and rotation. Like that was it, right? Prime example, and I give this a lot on stream, is back in Wrath of the Lich King, which I believe was, in my opinion, the downfall of retail when it came to skill-based players. Was we were trying to get a back then that's where eye level was really starting to like pick up, and if you wanted to join a raid, you needed to have a certain eye level to get into Frozen Throne. And we got messaged we needed a pug, we needed a random player because we didn't one of our core players wasn't going to make the raid. So we were like, well, crap. Let's see what we can find and go from there. See, there's a quest right there we still need to pick up. And so we were like, okay, cool. And we spammed it, and this dude said, hey, I'm a mage. Don't worry about my eye level. I guarantee you I can out DPS any of y'all's DPS. And we were like, that's a bold claim, dude. But yeah, we'll give you one shot. And if you fall through on it, then yeah, you're out, and we're gonna go find somebody else. And he's like, cool. So we look at his gear, and we're like, oh my god, this is, I mean, it's gonna be a waste of our time.
We shall.
And he comes in and absolutely dominated our DPS. And this dude's wearing greens in several slots. And we're like, bro, at the end of the raid, we were like, how? Like, how are you doing those numbers with that gear?
Peace ready.
And he was like, look, man, video games like this is a numbers game. It's about knowing the stats that are your key priority, what enchants you need, what gems you need. So yeah, my gear may not be all purples and legendaries and all that fantasticness, but he's like, I guarantee you, stack me up against anybody with, you know, what they feel is going to be best in slot without doing any research on their character, and I guarantee you I will out DPS them every time. And he was the first person that I really sat down with and went, okay, explain to me how this character is going to do this. Like, you know. And we did. We sat down and we talked for a good hot minute. And he helped me get... Oop, I want that bow back. Just because I want to see what the stats are if I boost this to 60. And so, yeah, I mean, we talked and talked and talked and got everything figured out for the most part. And then we was good there. Okay, so that gets turned in there. We need to find the stupid wolf. This guy. And then we sit still. Okay. See, that's the problem, man. Is like we keep getting the one that's like this is great for druids that are gonna go bear tank. Okay, now Kyle's done. Glyph of Shadow. Glyph of Fear. I'm starting to think we may start running into an issue where we won't have any more bro, really? First of all, that's an inappropriate name. I am not playing adventure mode. I'm just playing normal. And we hit 58. Which means we can add another glyph to our repertoire. If we're able to add another one, because I think the last two we need are level 60. Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's see here. This. Alright, so the other enchants we need are Mortal Shots and Explosive Shot. So we can use Mortal Shot. And I want to go ahead and try out Survival for a little bit. Because we've got 2 levels before I can put in Explosive Charge and our last base level one, which is Charged Up. And so, like, we need Charged Up, we need Explosive Shot, and Explosive Charge. Like, all 3 of these we get at 60. So, whew. Level 60 is going to be crazy. Okay, so there's that. We've got 5 minutes remaining on that. What's up, Anna? But yeah, no, we're not playing on adventure mode. I probably should have, but anybody want to take a bet that that's scripted? All right, let's see here. So we've got the cleansing of the well down there, and then we've got this dude. Okay, so we can't do that one because that one is a progressive quest, and we can't do the intro to that one. Okay. But let's grab this guy.
How may I aid you?
Grab this, even though we can't do anything with it. Open that. Cloak of Shadows. Let's see here. Totem improves haste rating, good for Shamis early on. I mean, absolutely, Anna, I do. I've been doing it for quite a while. But last year was the first year that I actually kind of went, I'm going to devote actual hardcore time into doing it and try and turn this from a hobby into a career. So, let's see. We need to go down here, cleanse this well. This is all sellable. This can get deleted. Sellable. Sellable. I'm debating on whether I want to learn this or if I want to try and sell this. I don't think we really learned anything until we hit level 60. Run! Alright, so now we can go turn in that. We still have the ritual totem up here. There was another quest over here that we can pick up. So, and then we've got 2 minutes remaining on our lockout for the dungeon.
I've been expecting you.
Okay. This guy does have a quest. He's just not showing up as a marker.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's why. Because it's way too low level. We can't do that quest. Oh, good to know. What's up, fisher dudes? Scare all the fish. I don't see any sparklies down there. And I don't see any sparklies in the boat. That's crazy. I would have put something down here. Like, I don't know, maybe a fishing rod or something. Okay. So we need these guys and we need the other kitty cats. Hey, look, I nailed it. Absolutely either scripted or a bot. I still think it's crazy, like, how many bots there are on Twitch. And, like, 0 for YouTube. Maybe Twitch should, like, figure out what YouTube's doing to combat bots like that. And implement it. Five of 6. Six of 6. And we just need these flatland cougars. And track beasts. I know there's a macro I'm supposed to be able to make to where when I use a skill, it registers what I'm attacking and then automatically switches what I'm tracking at the top. But I don't know how to make that macro. So if anybody knows that macro or how to make that macro, that would be fantastic. Okay, and our punishment is now off. Let's queue. One more. Oh, still need one more. Jeez. Drop chance on these guys was terrible. While we're up here, we're going to do the other quest that's out this way too, before we go turn this one in. Because, like, the ritual totems, they're, like, all across here, sort of. But, like, there's a quest right here that will take us up here anyway, so we'll be able to complete 2 quests at the same time. It's 9:48 and I haven't received a text message from my boss, so I'm gonna guess that I was correct and that I closed today.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Let's see. Sacred Burial.
Win.
Yep. So let's just take out a bunch of these guys here, and then there's a ghost we have to talk to. Huh. Hmm. Okay. I guess this isn't the quest I thought it was. Okay. I thought his was to talk to that ghost, but apparently we don't have the quest to talk to the ghost. Which is fine. Don't really care. Let's do that. And then we've got Grim Totems way up here then that we need to do. Then we can run back, turn this in. But like as you can see, we're 58. And we're getting about 9%-ish per quest that we turn in, which is good. As soon as we get up wherever we're needing to go to fight the things that we need to fight. Shouldn't there be like Tauren dudes over here somewhere? Oh no, okay, it's harpies. We gotta fight more harpies. Got it. Alright, so then we go... Not undead, stupid humanoids. There we go. And then... Let's heal up. Okay, we need 8. There's 2. And let me guess, they're in combat, so I can't. I have not entered the dungeon. See, I can't go to the dungeon. What the heck? Like, he's in combat. The only thing I can think of is that they're in combat, and so that's why I can't join again. Take that off. There we go. Jeez. And they are already like... So this is a group that's already been running. I'm starting to think I really should move that down here since I've got this big bubble the way I've got it set up. They went the long way, did the jumpies. I'm not doing the jumpies. Gotta play catch up now. Because I didn't realize when I was making this, like maybe if I made this smaller and over here, it wouldn't look like there needs to be something here. Let me see if I can do that while I'm running. Elf UI. We want to go with action bars, pet bar. That works. Alright, close. And then, actually, we want to go here. Toggle anchors real quick. Move this over. Oh, alright. There we go. Now it doesn't look like there needs to be something here or here, so... Now we just gotta play catch-up. Because they are moving a groove into the next boss anyway. This mushroom. There we go. Whee! I think they're already on to the last boss. Yeah, they're headed for the last boss. We made it just in time. There we go. I like their fell energy hammers, I guess is what those are. I know it's a rogue, but... That crap down as well. Okay. That ended up not being a complete waste of time, but almost. Leave party. Growl. Okay, then hit I. And we're just gonna stick to this. Okay. Because let's see. Oh, I've got it. Nah, we got plenty of time. Alright. I feel like it's so late in the day. And it's not. Stupid time zone change. Let's see here. Just stick to this side over here. More. And now we get to go turn all this in. It did help us get to 58. Hopefully it can help us get to 59. The problem though is we're definitely not going to get that much XP going, because, like, we just need to turn in these 2 or 3 quests here, and then I think we're done with this zone. I think. And this was the only zone we had left. So we'll probably go up here to Winter Spring. Start doing that kind of stuff. Does level scaling also scale quest levels? Yes. So, next time I level a character, like, for example, the Shaman, this is what I would end up doing, right? So, let's say I start Orc. I would do all of Valley of Trials. I would then come over here to Mulgore, and I would do all of Red Cloud Mesa. And then I would make my happy way all the way over to Death Knell, and do all of Death Knell, and hope that I'm somewhere in the 20s range. Whichever zone I end in, I'm going to then do that next set of quests. So, like, if we did Death Knell last, we would then come and start doing all the quests that are here. Then when we're done with that, we'd come back over here, and we would do, say, all of Duratar, then come back over to here and do all of this area. And you would just keep doing that for each zone. Just go to the next level up, boom, do that area, go back over, do the next level up, boom, so forth and so on.
Greetings.
Those 9K, that jumped us up to 32%. The other thing I think they need to work on or fix or whatever is we need them to make it to where the major cities, like Thunderbluff, Orgrimmar, Undercity, whatever, give us the rested XP buff while we're just in the city. %, and 14%. Man, melee haste is now 14%. Get it.
Peace, friend.
Use the Thunderhorn Cleansing Totem. That's the one that's just north of town, if I remember correctly, up here. And then we come back and turn it in. 37%. All right. Okay. Torment the Weak. I didn't even see we got this. This was a mage one. Your Frost Bolt, Fireball, Frost Firebolt, Pyroblast, Arcane Missiles, Arcane Blast, and Arcane Barrage abilities deal 12% more damage to snared or slowed targets. That's good. Improved Shadow Bolt. Okay, that's done. We can run back down to town now. Turn this in. So we are 37%. Let's see what we are when we turn this in. I know yesterday we were getting about 9%, but I don't know. I think the other reason why I dislike Mulgore is it seems to always be raining here. 37 to... oh, that's not even close to 9%. It dropped significantly. Is it 3, 4, 5%? We went from 9 to 5. Oof. I mean, we're still moving up. Like, that's good. So. But the problem is that these are green quests, so. But I'll be honest, like, once we do these, I mean, it's really doing quests that are out here in these PvP zones, and I don't really want to do PvP zones. Because I dislike PvP. Five of 8. Six of 8. I mean, the quests aren't hard. It's just we're getting to the part where it's like do one quest to get another quest. 7 of 8. Here we go. This is gonna be 8 of 8. Okay, that one's done. We can now go turn that in. And let's see. As long as he doesn't give us another quest, we should be able to just go up here to Thunder Bluff, turn this one in, and then take the flight point to Winter Spring. And then we can start questing there. Oh, great. This is a really stupid long one. Because you have to run all the way up here, do the cleansing, to run all the way back down here to turn it in. But, I mean, it is what it is. There we go, get some good health potions. That can get sold. That can get sold. Keep those two. Turtle skins, keep that. The rest of this is garbage. It'd be awesome if you could get like just a slight increase in mount speed if you stayed on a road. That'd be pretty dope. So we need one more point there, which will then unlock this. And then at 60 we get explosive shot. And then this build will, aside from gear and enchants and that kind of stuff, this build is going to skyrocket in damage. Also, I'm hoping to find, there's usually an elite out here. There's an elite cat, wolf, Kodo, and Plain Strider that can spawn. Oh, the rain went away for just half a second. That sucks. See, used to, there was a flight point that you could take in, what is it, Bloodhoof Village? There was a flight point there that would take you to Thunderbluff. It just wouldn't take you back. And so what you would do is you would go to Thunderbluff, you would take that elevator down, come over here to grab that well, and then just run back. If I remember correctly, there is a item in one of these houses. Oh no, it's right there. On the side of the house. Pick that up. Okay, nothing else. And then there's one here in this well as well. There's one at the well as well. Come across the backside here. Oh no. I'm just pulling everything. There we go. And then we click this. That's not complete. Okay. And then let's run this way. Just in case we can find the elites. Because while we are in high risk, taking out elites has a chance to drop Zul'Gurub gear. So oh, somebody's already attacking him. Oh no, that's no. That's actually a quest for Arache. Abandoned crate. Problem is like finding the elites out here, because they can spawn and then they wander quite a bit. So, but yeah, any elite that you find has a chance of dropping Zul'Gurub ranked gear while you're in high risk, as long as it tells you that that's what you can get, right? Like this right here. You're able to find up to Zul'Gurub items in the world. Your item level is between 48 and 52, or the next tier is not available yet. But Ours is 52.93. So. Uh, 18 minutes. Are we glitched? We are. It's ridiculous, like, how much the dungeon finder is jack. There we go. Oh, that's hilarious. Now our mini-map is bugged.
Greetings, traveler. May the eternal sun shine.
Okay, that was a nice little bit of a jump. 1,000 XP for the final part of that quest.
What brings you here?
Browse goods. Does it say collected? Yes, it does. Oh, okay, there we go. And now we head off towards. I want to see if there's like a questy up here somewhere. It doesn't show it. I wonder if there's something in that hut that we can get. Doesn't look like it though. No. Nothing in the hut. Alright, let's go to Thunder Bluff so that we can fly. Oh, there is a quest. Hold up. Run down. Cut through all you people. There's a quest here.
What brings
Smoke that remembers. Prairie sap and Kodo tallow. Let's see. I crossed the veil centuries ago, long before the children of my children laid into these lands. Then they brought my ashes and scattered them in this place, and they raised behind me a great totem you behold. For Reckless, ever enamored of the flame, kept the ritual incense. But with his death, the sacred smoke grows thin, and with my bond to the realm of the living. Okay, where do I get prairie sage and Kodo tallow? Or prairie sap, rather. I like how that says prairie sap, and that says prairie sage. Okay, so here's the sage, even though this all says sap as well. And then I bet the other one is we gotta go take down Kodos. If I made a guess, that's what it will be. And there's 2 Kodos right there. Hi, buddy. One. Got 2. Don't need to skin them because it's going to be... Okay, so we turn this in. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you pick. For us, anyway. Alright, there we go. That quest is done. Didn't have to do anything with the stupid new fire elementals. Maybe that's a chamois quest, or it's a quest that you can only get if you're able to do this entry area. But now we are headed to Thunderbluff. Okay. Whoop. Get off me, son. Rest of that can wait. We have an hour. Oh, dang it. As soon as I jumped, I knew I was going to miss. Oh, that's rare to have both of them down here at the same time. And you can tell they're still glitched. That it's multiple elevators. That's funny. Look at all these clouds. We need that one, though. And then we're going to be taking the flight point to get the heck out of here. Got us halfway, though. Come in to do this. So we gained almost 1 full complete level. Deadmire. Deadmire is an ancient crocolisk in Dustwallow Marsh, and it has time. I wonder how much in Dustwallow we actually completed. I know it says that we did everything, but I know there was a couple group quests we never did. Da, da, da. Jump. And then we go to the tippy top. And let's fly to
Well met.
Winter Spring, I guess.
Ancestors watch.
We're gonna drop doing the high risk when we get there, because it may automatically do it. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that I do not want to do high risk if it doesn't, because it is a PvP zone, which means there is a high probability that people in that zone are going to want to do damage to us, and I don't want to take that kind of damage and lose money and gear. I'd like to know how to get up here to this. I wonder if there is a way to do it. I doubt it, though. God, 2 more levels, man. Well, a level and a half, really. I'd like to start doing, and I don't know if they gave us access to the dungeon. But I know in like COA there's a dungeon that comes from Cataclysm that we do. At least I think it's Cataclysm. It's got the Twilight guys in it, which I could have sworn was Cataclysm. But there's that dungeon I would love to do because it's got some pretty decent gear that can drop in there for all classes. So that would be kind of dope if that is in here. But the problem is I can't check because it only allows me to see random dungeons. I can't go, oh, I want to only queue for these. You know what I mean? Let's see. Open that. What we get? I mean, that's good if you're, like, it does... No, it does not. It's trying to say that it's going to give me attack power, but it won't. We'd actually lose attack power. Sometimes this add-on does not work properly. Do. Oh, watch, it's gonna like drop me and I'll insta die. I have no idea where it just put me, but okay. Okay, take Growl off. Mini boss. Here. Sure. The tank is just getting pummeled, bro. Sure. I'll grab all of them, but I don't think we need. You're grabbing that one.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Did I get something from that?
Can I help you?
Medallion of Faith. Don't have that, so... I have no idea what quests we're doing or what we need to do for it, but... Yeah, you can grab the mysterious hammer. I'm following the thing. I'd love to do quests in here, but I don't know what, like... it says I need plagued flesh samples. Healer's not over here, by the way, I think. In case you would like to know that. Okay, that quest says that it's done. here. Yep, that's about right. Fear is really annoying, dude. Go over here, pick up this. 4 of 5. Just need one more holy water. I don't know what I need to do with said holy water, but we need one more. That one's done. And then, yeah, he's just gonna come back, do this one, and then we're done. This is a mini boss. Get some mana back up. Armor, dodge rating, health. We wash on attack power and lose 0.03 crit. I disagree. Okay, there's the last one of those I need. There we go. getting some mana back. Thank you. I gotta see if Devin has that skill for his paladin, where you throw your shield. Forget what it's called, but I gotta see if he has it, because he was having a little bit of trouble in the dungeon that we ran yesterday, picking up and pulling aggro. So if he's got it, that's awesome. Let's see, we just need to clear this out, make our way down here to get to that. I have no idea what the rest of these quests are. We don't need any more of the supply crates, I don't think. But there's plenty of supply crates for everybody else. Dang, these are still existing? Okay. I didn't think they would because we don't have inscription. I tell you what, when you're in here with a bunch of AoEers, it's real hard to do freaking damage. He can go take care of the ads, I'll stay on the boss. Okay. These guys have, like, are the definition of a glass cannon because they don't really have any health, but they hit like trucks. So if you don't take them down fast enough, you would not be doing very well. Okay, let's get some mana back up. doing pretty good. I think we'll hit 50. We're definitely going to hit 59 before I have to get off. I had hoped to be able to hit 60. It is what it is. Problem is I don't know where any of these other quests are from. Healy's not with us, tank. Healy's not with us, tank. Dang. That's fine. We can run it. We need to repair our armor. Holy cow. I have no idea what we were supposed to do with that hammer. Why I didn't pick it up. Let's see, we just need to run this way. Turn down this way. I don't know what that's for. So close. We're at 80%. That warlock though, man. Holy cow. Oh, that's for the pet. I was like, well, that should be scooted over. What the heck? What's up, Leslie? Ugh. 58, almost 59. Come on. 85%. We need 15% more XP, man. Warlock, holy cow. Absolutely demolished this guy. And we didn't get any of the stuff to complete the other quests, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So, we just go in here and we go abandoned. Okay. And then I'm gonna go here and leave party.
Macraw. Strength.
Oh, it dumped us in. Okay. Got it. So, we can be taken down in honorable, like, single combat, which is not true. Like, well, I don't know. I haven't tried to, like, see if you can fight multiples at a time, but I do know that a group of level 30s went into Brill and started trying to take out some of the lower NPCs, and me and like two other like level 40 50s absolutely obliterated that guy, or those guys I should say. There's like 3 of them. A lot of quests here. As soon as we land, we need to go into town and let's repair. Whoa, 25 agility, 10 stamina. We'll lose the hit rating, but at this point, the hit rating is okay. No idea what that's for. Essence of Death, I know we need. Or you can't. You could use Essence of Death for a whole bunch of stuff, but that gives us a bunch of crit strike rating. But I don't want to give up even the hit, so. Alright, let's find somebody that can repair our gear here while we pick up quests.
Good to meet you.
Again, we'll pick up any quest that does not require a group to do. Empty out our bags. Okay. This is the inn.
Greetings. Have a good one. See you later.
I'd sit here and wait, but I don't want to
Time is money, friend.
accidentally waste time that we could use trying to do quests. Because like you can see that some of these, like these are going to be group quests or dungeons, so we can't do those. But like these, we can definitely do. Oh, he's got everything. He's got fish and meat. Nice. So he's got the roasted quail. Move that over there. That's fine. Okay. And then as far as water goes, we've got 15. We could grab one more.
Keep it real.
Still looking for somebody to repair our gear, though.
Time is money, friend.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Something got repaired. Our chest piece. Oh no, we replaced our chest piece. That's what it was.
Welcome, friend. What's up?
Is there seriously no, like, blacksmith here?
Keep it real.
How ridiculous. Hold up. Repair.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
There we go.
Keep it real.
Now we want to track humanoids.
Hey, how you doing?
You don't have anything good.
Best deals anywhere.
You don't have anything good. Actually,
I got what you need.
as far as ammo goes, it's level 40, so that doesn't help us.
Hurry back.
Time is money, friend.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We still have 7,000 arrows because we don't use ammo anymore. Alright, so the only quest is this, which we can't do anything with. So let's see where we need to go. We have a turning quest there. There's a quest there to turn in. Okay, so this is a group quest. We can abandon that. We can abandon that. Eastern Plaguelands. We can get rid of that. Alright, so this is also Eastern Plaguelands, so we're going to abandon that one. This one is Western Plaguelands, so we can get rid of that. Bam, look at that. Now we only have 3 freaking quests. So let's go run... Actually, I want to do the Yetis because I saw over there a world loot item. So let's go over towards the Yetis. We'll do that real quick so we can turn it in. Because we've got 30 minutes before I have to get off and finish getting ready for work. And I want to do what I can to get to 59. So that when I get home tonight, I can work on getting to 60. These should be humanoids. Yes, they are. But there was a spot that we flew over. Wasn't there. It was up back this way, I believe. These guys are skinnables, too. Wonder how much further back it was. Alright, whatever. Let's just take on Yetis. Make sure our wolf has growl on. Not that it's gonna help much because we out DPS the wolf. And we need 10 Yeti hides. These guys do a ton of damage too. Oh, so this is a skinning quest. This might take a little bit longer than I anticipated. think we are getting rugged leather, though, when we do this. Yeah, we are. Nice. Okay, let's drink up. Oh, man. Oh. So there's a chance we could get... Oh, I mean, if that's the case, we might be able to run by and skin these guys. And get the last 3 furs that we need. If not, I mean, we still get, like, thick and rugged leather, so... Oh, see, there's that. There's 9. Let's just hope that we get lucky and we can skin this to get the last one that we need. We gotta keep that. And that's a quest item. So, like, we're getting these, which is really dope. Which are going to be used for the higher-end crafting patterns that we need. So... Now, I will say for the most part, in these PvP zones, most people will leave you alone. You're not really going to get too hassled by guys, you know? Every once in a while, you'll have one that's like, ooh, my chance. And they will come mess with you. But, I mean, we ran some yesterday. And they left us alone. For the most part. So, go get a mage. More power to you. Now, we got lucky because we got it from not only them dropping it, but we could skin it and get another chance at it. So, there's you a nice little way of getting some extra quest completions. Where is... There she is.
Time is money, friend.
Now I need 2 pristine horns. Back up over this way. 92, 8%. Yeah, it's just leatherworking. We're getting, or rather, skinning. Not only do we get it from taking those guys down, but we're getting it from skinning them as well. Now we need the matriarchs, like that guy right there. And this is not going to be a 100% drop chance. I can guarantee it. much as I wish it was. Oh, got it on that one. But see, like, I'm not gonna go mess with that paladin. I could. He's 55. He'd probably absolutely decimate us because paladins are good. There's another patriarch. But yeah. Good rule of thumb is, as long as you're not running off trying to fight people, you're pretty safe. Oh look, I was wrong. It was 100% drop chance for us. I just figured it wouldn't be. Okay. I'm hoping that these give us closer to that 9%, because like if we could get 9%, we would be done. We're not gonna get that much. We're probably gonna get another like, I don't know, 4%, 5% if we're lucky. We're at 92.
Hey, how you doing?
96. We got 4%.
Careful out there.
What time do you go to work?
I'll be leaving here in about 30 minutes. Why?
Oh, never mind.
Did you need something?
No, I was gonna go grab lunch and take it to Ashley. And I can't take Reagan to school.
Oh, got it. Okay. I mean, I don't have to leave at 11:30. That's just generally when I leave.
Well, I can here too.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Take Umi Mechanical Yeti and scare her friends with it. Is it in my bag? Who are we trying to scare?
Well, spit it out.
Wait, why didn't I give it to me? Okay, there's one. Who else do we need? Oh, holy cow. No, we're abandoning that quest. That takes us all over the freaking map. Okay. Let's run down here and turn in that quest. See if he's got anything for us. Because all these are going to be group quests or ones that take us all over the place. And I don't want to do that. Oh, da, 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 da. Now, the real question is there anything to loot out here? Shadow Priest just bit the dust. Oh, there is. Nice. I'm sure if we were to go exploring and all that, here's a moon well. Why does this look like this is... That's a loom. I wonder if it's something to do with tailors. Alright, let's see what that blade was. Stamina and intellect increases spell power by 24. That's pretty dope. Chance on hit, increase your spell damage by 23 and your critical strike rating by 11. Ooh. Look at this. We run by and we find something else.
What you want?
And you can't select her, so even if you had a way to, like, res... I don't want to fight you guys. This is a two-handed mace with 14 strength, 15 stamina, and 22 intellect. This would be good for a DPS paladin. Okay. Almost to the guy to turn this in. We just need 2% XP. That's crazy. Ooh, what is that? Forge of Ice. Is that for blacksmithing, maybe?
Keep your feet on the ground.
1%. We need 1%. Okay. Look at that. Got it just by finding the hot springs. And we are looking to take out Winterfall Pathfinders. We got 15 minutes. We should be alright. These guys. One level remaining. Are these guys skinnable? I should be checking. They are not. He is a level 55 elite. Let's not try and make him upset. Another Forge of Ice. Does anybody know what the Forge of Ice is for? Is that a blacksmithing thing? I mean, I guess I'll look it up when I get to work today. Thermal pendant. Stamina, intellect, spell power. Casting a frost spell increases your fire spell power by 8 for 8 seconds. Casting a fire spell increases your frost spell power. So this is amazing for mages. Hold on to that. No idea what to do with this. Yeah, can't do anything there. Is there anywhere else we can go to farm these guys? It says there should be more out this way. We just can't take that guy on. I'm gonna try to complete this quest, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time. I gotta go. I don't know, we might be able to do it. Seven of 8. I wish I knew where these ephemeral keys were. Okay. And then we can actually... I don't know who that is. The person in Moonwell. We're actually going to go run up over this way. Because it says that there's some here. If I have to run all the way back over there, I'm going to be a little upset. Okay. There's usually a whole ton of dudes over here. Somebody must have just ran through and took them all out. We're in the process of taking them all out. That's fine. Increases defense rating, dealing nature damage has a chance to increase threat generated by 3% and increases armor by 420 for 12 seconds. That is a good one for Shami priests. Or Shami priests. Shaman tanks. Alright, well, we're definitely not going to have enough time because there's other people out here doing this particular quest. So we are going to just head back to town, go sit at the inn. That way we can get the buff for later tonight. And we are going to do our best to hit 60 when I get home from work. I probably won't stream that. I'll just work on it. Let's see, this is soulbound. I don't think I can send that to another... No, I can't. If it was realm bound, it would be a different story. Because that's awesome. Like, we would have to run out here with our shaman, pick that up, so that when we hit 53, we can just put it on, because that would be great. But yeah, like, all these little chests, I'd love to know where the keys are. Be nice. But yeah, I mean, we got to 59, which is great. We started at 57, 58. Yeah, we were 57, almost 58, got to 58, made it all the way through 58, hit 59, got a little bit into 59, 1%, into 59. We have one more level to go, and this guy is going to be awesome. Also, by the time I get home tonight, we should be able to start doing some more dungeon runs to get more boxes, which will be great, so I'll work on that as well. But yeah, I mean, we're already at 20 of the loot crates that can give us Zul'Gurub gear. We just gotta hope that it is gear that is good for us. Which means that also there's a high probability that the gear that I was going to be trying to get crafted, either by finding the patterns ourselves or seeing if I could find out what the materials are and pay somebody to make it. Though that would be considerably more expensive. But yeah, I mean, like, 9 hours, and I'll be at work for basically 9 hours today. So let's see, where is the inn?
And you are.
What is this, the bank? Yeah, this is a bank or an auction house, one of the two. Let's see, I need the inn. I believe it was this big old building right here. Yep, there we go. You can see the buff. Alright, so that's going to be it for today, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. If you like the content, do make sure that you subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me over on Twitch. Both are at Hello Heroes Guild. And then, outside of that, I mean, if you like the content, please give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. It helps. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. We're about to hit 60 with this guy. Once we hit 60, we're still going to be focused on this guy because he's my main. But what we're going to do is, you know, again, I used this example yesterday when we were streaming. If we are going to be streaming for 5 days, 4 of those days will be on the Hunter, trying to get him raid ready and all that fun stuff and get him as done as we possibly can with enchants and gear and all the fun stuff. And then 1 day a week, we will start working on the Shaman. He's going to be our tank. So if you would love to see that kind of content, make sure you subscribe. If there's a different character or race or class or whatever you want to see, or a different game you think I should play, let me know in the comment section down below. I do read all the comments. I try to respond to all the comments as well. But yeah, other than that, heroes, I will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe out there, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out.